Today we're at Knitty City in Manhattan, New York. It's in the Upper West Side. It is the biggest store in Manhattan. You're gonna love it. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Nancy Ricci, and I've been working at Knitty City since 2011, and I'm going to give you a tour of the store today. So let's start here with the cottons. Here we have all the cottons, and all kinds of cottons. All the plant fibers are in this section. Bamboo we have in this section, linen we have in this section, so all the plant fibers are here. And then we head into a baby section. So these yarns are excellent for baby items. And also further in the store, we have excellent yarn for baby items, but we just dedicate this here for the baby items. So now we head into the categories of the yarn, starting with sport weights. So if you have a pattern that needs sports weight, we'll lead you right here. Next up, one step thicker than sport weight is DK weight. So here we head into DK weight land. If you have a pattern that needs DK weight, we'll lead you right here. We have two sections here of DK weight. And of course, the next section will be worsted weight. And worsted weight is right here. All of our worsted weights are here. Here we have the traditional section. That's like the Icelandic yarns. And these yarns are excellent for color work because it's like grabby. And then here we have the super soft section right here. And then finally, here we are at the super bulky, super bulky. And then we are at the sock weight yarns right there. And here on this island, we have all kinds of indie dyers. And so we have a lot. We have a lot at Knitty City. So a great assortment. We have a great assortment.
Less than a 5-minute walk away is my favorite bakery called Levin Bakery. You have to get the peanut butter and dark chocolate cookie. And if you want to have the best day ever, go get your yarn, come get a cookie and a latte here, and then it's just a short walk to Central Park where you can sit on a bench and knit the day away.
So I want to tell you about our bread and butter yarns. Those are the yarns that sell really well. It's great for many items to knit with. This is our Barocco vintage, and it's really good for baby items, for children's items, and basically for everything, for all your knitted and crochet items. And another really wonderful bread and butter yarn, we call it bread and butter because it really sells good. Cascade, our Cascade yarns. This is a Cascade 220 superwash. A lot of people work with this yarn, especially to make blankets and also for baby items, children's items, because it's washable, it's durable. So Barocco and Cascade are our bread and butter yarns. And we have Malabrigo. We love Malabrigo. Also our customers, they love Malabrigo. We have many bases of Malabrigo. Here I want to start with Rios. It's a worsted weight. We have a lot of colors. People love Rios. We also have this one right here is Mecha. It's a light chunky single ply, and people love this. Knitters and crocheters love Mecha. And here we have chunky weight, chunky Malabrigo. And it's a funny story. We didn't have this in our assortment, but somebody came into the store. They had bought chunky Malabrigo elsewhere, and they wanted us to wind it. And when we wound it, my coworker Kaylin and I, we looked at Zach and we said, Zach, this. And luckily he listened to us. because this is one of our best sellers too, the Malabrigo Chunky. We have more Malabrigo. Here we have the big stuff. Here we have the Malabrigo Rasta, the big stuff. We also have Malabrigo Noventa. There's their newest big yarn. And we have the Caracol, Malabrigo Caracol, also really beautiful. People love this. They love the big Malabrigo. Also, we have sock yarn of Malabrigo. Here we have their, this is their ultimate sock yarn. And here's also a sock yarn by Malabrigo. And this is like a specialty one that they have. And you can see the beautiful ombre colors. Yeah, so we love Malabrigo, and our customers love Malabrigo as well. This is Koigu hand-dyed yarn, and people used to do a lot of miter squares with Koigu, and we have here a sample of the miter square of Koigu. Yep, we love Koigu as well.
Stay tuned because we are going to be showing you all of the special New York City yarns next. But first, an interview with Knitty City owner, Zach. I am sitting down with Zach, who is the owner of Knitty City, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about the store. So I guess, can you just first tell us a little bit about how you got into owning a knitting store?
Yeah, so Knitty City was my mother's shop, Pearl Chin. She opened the shop about 17 and a half years ago. I've been working here for about 15 or so of those years. And yeah, so I kind of know the ins and outs and everything. About 2 years ago, she had gotten sick from lung cancer. And it was pretty sudden. She had passed away. And the shop just fell on me to take over the reins.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but I could also, when I first came here, you could tell that she meant so much to the whole community here. I mean, as evidenced by all of the beautiful reminders of her you have around the store. And I just have to commend you, honestly, for taking that on, because I know that must have been really difficult.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. To me, it just felt like it was very important for me to do, to keep my mom's shop going, and supporting the community here and doing as she would in her place.
So I have a question. Do you know how to knit?
I do. I haven't knit much, but I picked up knitting actually from my girlfriend at the time. She's now my wife, but
congrats.
But she taught me how to knit. She had I called her 10-year scarf project. That's still not done yet, but she taught me how to do a couple of videos on that. And then I actually did my first project for Bryant Park. We collect scarves, and we go into Bryant Park in the wintertime, and they get donated to homeless shelters and just people in need of extra warmth. It's a project that my mother started. And it's called Found But Not Lost Scarves. And so I ended up making a cowl that my dad decided that he wanted. So I said that my dad was in need of a little bit of extra warmth after he lost my mom. So I gave it to him.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So any projects in the works right now?
I have something for my wife going.
Oh, is that a secret?
No.
Okay.
But that one's a bit slow going, so we'll see when that gets finished.
That's awesome. Okay, so you're talking about the community project with the scarves, and something that I feel like y'all do so well here at Knitty City is you're involved in the community, whether it's something that you're creating for people in need, or hosting events, or having just knit nights. So can you tell us a little bit about what different reoccurring events you have here in the store or online, and then what yearly events you're typically involved in?
Yeah, of course. So community events was a big part of what my mom wanted to do when she found the shop. She wanted to be more like a studio where people would come in together, get inspiration, and just see what other people were doing and being like, hey, how did you do that? Can I do that? And get support from other people. So events where people come and gather has always been just a core part of Knitty City. So today we have events that go on like in Bryant Park. We do the annual Worldwide Knit in Public Day, which is usually I believe the second Saturday of June. Following that, we do Bryant Park Knits, where we teach people how to knit. So we teach them how to make basic scarves, and those are the ones that get donated to Bryant Park at the end of the year. We collect for that year round. You don't need to go to Bryant Park to do that. We very often get like submissions from people who will send them across the country to get to us.
That's awesome.
Last year, I think we had a bit over 600 scarves that got passed around.
And I mean, it gets cold here, so people need them. That's amazing.
Yeah. But we also have Men's Knit Night that meets most Thursdays here at the shop. The only Thursday that it doesn't is the first Thursday of the month, because that's occupied by our book club group, which my mother also started.
Oh my gosh.
They used to only do knitting related books, but the list quickly quickly ran out. So they moved on to other books. But they meet here once a month and talk about books and just what's going on. They bring snacks and drinks. So.
That's so fun. So I noticed when we were coming in that you have a beautiful yarn bombing on the tree outside. So can you tell me more about that?
Yes. So the one that we have up right now, it features my mom, just kind of a dedication to her. Previously, we had John Lennon up there, which is also like kind of a funny story. It turns out the optometrist next door worked for John Lennon.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. And when we had it up, one day we mysteriously got a John Lennon picture. It was just kind of sitting in front of our shop framed. No note or anything. So I suspect Yoko might have stopped by, but I don't know. But the yarn bombing was done by a local community artist. Her name is Carmen. You can look her up on Instagram. Her name is Carmen Community Artist. So she's done both of those, and we actually have a new one that's going to be going up. I guess by the time this video goes live, it will be already up, but it's endangered animal themed. We put a call out to all of our customers and fans to send us kind of squares and like motifs of endangered animals of their choice. And they've put it all together, and it should be live now.
Yay. We'll have to get that too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the new one.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's
How
really
long has
cool.
the current one been there?
About a year and a half, I want to
Oh,
say.
wow. It looks fantastic for being there for a year.
Yeah, it started to drape down a little bit. So we were like, okay, it's probably about time to, to change it out. But yeah, I think most of it is going to unfortunately have to get scrapped, but we're going to try to preserve the part that has my mom on it and bring it back into the shop.
That's awesome. Now, if anyone sees anything around here today that they are interested in, but they're not in New York City, what would be the best way for them to find that? Like, do you ship?
Yes, so we ship. We have a website that has probably about 98% of what we have in store on it. So if you go to knittycitynyc.com, you can do all of your shopping. We do in-store pickup also. So if you see something and you know you want it and you're afraid someone else will buy it, do an in-store pickup order. It gets taken out of our inventory, so no one else can get it before you do.
Awesome.
But yeah, we ship globally. So
That's great.
yeah.
So if anybody wants the exclusive Manhattan Hinge colorway,
Yeah,
they need
that
to
is
get
live.
on it
That
because
is live.
there's not a ton left.
We can get more. Don't
Okay,
worry.
perfect. Well, thank you so much, Zach, for letting us come here today and for sitting down and telling us a little bit more about Knitty City.
Of course. Thank you, Natalie. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And here we have a section of New York City indie dyers. We have Humade Amanda. Here we have Yarn Over New York, and Jessie is the dyer of Yarn Over New York, and she designed this special colorway for us called Manhattan Hinge. Next up, we have Lindsay. Lindsay, 5 Borough Yarns. This is Lindsay, 5 Borough Yarns, and Lindsay has lived in all the 5 boroughs of New York City, hence the name 5 Borough Yarns. And we have here Murky Depth Dyes, Debbie. And so here are the New York City indie dyers. And I have to say something about Humate. Amanda has beautiful cottons. Let me take you there.
I was just like touching and feeling them because they feel so good.
Her cottons are exquisite, and also you can really see Amanda's character shining through, because she's a really soft-spoken. She's a soft-spoken woman, and a very gentle character, and you can see it in her yarns. So this is her cotton, Humate cotton, and she also started to dye linen. This is a fingering weight cotton linen blend, and we just love the colorways. These indie dyers, I just show you the DK weight. We also have it in worsted weight. Let me take you there. Worsted weight, Erin Worsted. This is Lindsay from Five Borough Yarns, and Lindsay, I love the vibrancy of her colorways. Like we can definitely right away recognize that this is Five Borough Yarns. We also have Five Borough Yarns in a chunky weight. But wait, that's not all. We also have the indie dyers in fingering weight. Let me take you there. Here we have the indie dyers in fingering weight. Here we have Five Borough Yarns, fingering weight. Jessie from Yarn Over New York, fingering weight. Amanda, Humate, fingering weight. And Debbie from Murky Depths Dyes in fingering weight.
So Natalie, as a little thank you, I just want to give you a little something for your viewers.
Thank you.
I prepared 3 little gift bags for you. You can open it up to see a little.
Oh my gosh!
What we have in there.
Knitty City socks. Manhattan Hinge. You can only get it here at Knitty City. These amazing project bags. Oh my goodness! An enamel pin and a measuring tape. So we'll have details on how you can win one of these down in the description box. This is very, very nice. Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank
welcome.
you so much, Zach, for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Knitty City has put together for us an absolutely amazing giveaway. It includes one of their awesome totes, which is super well made, super nice inside, lots of pockets and different things going on. One of these beautiful skeins from Yarn Over New York that is their exclusive Manhattan Hinge colorway. That's not it. Also one of their Knitty City tape measures, Knitty City socks, a Knitty City pin, one of their project bags. It's also canvas. It is really, really awesome. And okay, I think that is all of the things. And the best part is we're not giving away just one of these, not even just 2, but 3 of these gift bags. Because Knitty City was so generous to gift 3 of these amazing gift sets to all of us, I want to do something for them. So please, before you enter in the comments down below, would you open up your phone, go to Instagram, and follow at Knitty City. I'll also put the direct link to their Instagram down in the description box below. Of course, if you're ever visiting New York, take the time to go to Knitty City. It is really, really awesome. Okay. Now, if you want to enter this giveaway, the way you're gonna do it is leave a comment replying to this prompt. I wanna know about your best time in New York City. And don't worry, if you've never been to New York City, I want you to let me know why you wanna come visit New York City. Maybe it's to go to Knitty City or for some other reasons as well, but give me all the New York love. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching this yarn store tour. We have so many more coming your way this year. I can't wait to travel around the United States, take you along with me to a yarn store in all 50 states. See you in the next one. Bye!